Next topic here, guys. We're going to talk about a news release that was just put out today by the Department of Veterans Affairs. Well, a few days ago, a little longer than a few days ago. That was put out by the VA that says that they are using artificial intelligence to help predict aggressive prostate cancer. Now, I'm a guy, I'm getting a little bit older, and this is something that I need to be aware of. It wasn't as big an issue when I was a young man flying in the Navy, but now that I have gray hair and a little less hair on the top of my head, the doc, when I go in for annual physicals, has been saying, hey, you need to keep your eye on this. It happens for males our age. So I'm going to read a little bit of this, and then we can pass it around here. It's part of a new research study that began on July 1st. 5 Department of Veterans Affairs medical centers are working together to develop a plan, develop an artificial intelligence algorithm that can predict if a case of prostate cancer might spread to other parts of the body. Eventually expanding to 14 sites, the study will analyze data from more than 5,000 veterans diagnosed with high-risk prostate cancer who may have undergone initial treatment. So starting with 5, moving to 14, the total population of this study is 5,000, and the backbone of it is AI. Overall, knowing what I know about the risk that prostate cancer can be for all of us, I think it's a step in the right direction. But Chris, I'm going to turn it over to you first. Not the typical topic, but I think our health matters. So over to you, and you let me know what you think.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, this is something that most men will, if they live past the age of 80, will have. And I think it's something like 1 in 8 or 1 in 6. And I know that we'll get it over their lifetime. And I know that because it's hit pretty close to home in my family. Somebody, a male in their early 50s in my family, was diagnosed with it. And there's a particular gene that many of us males in the Galley clan carry, so we're at higher risk. And I think it's pretty amazing that that the VA is doing something not just particular to prostate cancer, but using AI. It shows that they're kind of looking out to the leading edge, that they're willing to take on some of these new things that will not only identify specific circumstances sooner, but treatment would be better and faster and higher, lowers the risk of it becoming a bigger issue. And look, I'm sure that the VA saves a little bit of scratch while doing it, which means that they can take that money and put it to other things. So I love these kind of proactive ideas and experiments, and I just like to see that. I like to see that our VA is doing something on this much of the bleeding edge.
Yeah, and you bring up a good point. There's mutual benefit here, right? What they're talking about is getting after aggressive prostate cancer that spreads to other parts of the body, and that's to the benefit of the patient, right? We want to get ahead of this stuff. We do not want, under any circumstances, to have cancer spread or get worse. But on the flip side of it, the VA in a lot of these cases, I mean, they're using a population of 5,000 vets, maybe on the hook for cancer care if this is all part of a service connection, right? And that gets wickedly expensive. So I hate to I hate to put a monetary price tag on doing something that is right, but if they can benefit themselves financially by heading off these cancers and reducing risk and reducing, intrusive surgeries and things like that later, radiation, chemotherapy, whatever, it costs a crap ton of money nowadays, and the patient stays healthier, I'm all for it. I'm going to read just a little bit more here, guys, and we can go from there. The new method will use diagnostic images like MRIs, high-resolution scans of prostate biopsies, and social determinants of health, which are variables like income and geographic location, to detect patterns indicative of aggressive prostate cancer. This data is all routinely obtained during the initial diagnosis and evaluation of a prostate cancer patient. So there will be no extra cost, or there will be no extra medical visits for the patient, and minimal cost increase for the VA facility to use the AI. So gathering big data here and then massaging it, and coming up with some sort of an output that can help determine if this is valuable information, and AI can kind of parse through it. So